and we are going to go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and we are about to be joined by Shampu, who is the GM for the LootQuest podcast, and Caleb, he is the co-host of the Netflix and Swill podcast, and Jon, who is the host of Now in Technicolor, who is also a member of LootQuest, and we're going to go ahead and bring them in here right now and welcome them officially to the live stream for The Cure. LootQuest, welcome to the live stream for The Cure.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Man? Good Lord, champ. You're back to like crazy, outrageous, blow your eardrums out.
God damn it.
We've already yelled at you your microphone.
Nah, my levels keep getting kicked back up. I think it's Discord doing it. One second.
You better watch your ass or I'm going to kick your levels.
So now tonight's game, and we're going to be role-playing until God knows when.
Until we figure out the system.
Yeah, until we figure out this system. This is a game I've never played.
None of us have played this game before.
Whenever I come on for LootQuest, because I've done a couple of guest spots on LootQuest doing different characters so far, we record for maybe 4 hours, and we get maybe 1 or 2 30-minute episodes out of it.
Well, isn't there about 40 minutes?
Is correct.
40 minutes. It's true.
I think the record was I edited one episode down to 26 minutes from like an hour 40.
Yep.
This is true.
And it was the episode where I was like the starring character in, so.
You know what? I want to say right off the gate, right from the onset, thank you very much for not only being on the live stream for The Cure and being here, because I love all of you guys. You guys are all absolutely amazing. But I also want to thank you for having me as a guest on LootQuest, not once, but twice, where I got to play the stuttering robot CCCC3PR, and I got to play Mito the Blue.
Yeah, and I shot your ass.
Whose head got fucking caved in, and I got shot, and I got brutally slaughtered. I will just
you did.
But it was really fun to play that character.
C3PR, that was the saddest, strange side character death ever.
Fucking
we
jealous.
Were making, like part of our goddamn group and everything, and you were going to travel with us and translate everything until Double D finally like remembered that she had a translator already.
I think it was just Shampu just wanting to keep my character as part of the episode somehow. And then he's like, wait, I can just totally kill this motherfucker. I don't need him.
He's like, wait, we're going to drag this too far. Too far.
I'm just going to say up front, you're probably going to hear my air conditioner going during this. I'm not turning it off. It's hot as fuck.
Hey, dude, I'm going to have to turn mine on because mine's been off all day.
I have boob sweat.
So, Shampu, before we get started, is there anything you want most of the screen to be set up for the actual game? Is that correct? Like, are you doing this through Roll20?
We won't have like a map or anything.
Oh, there's no map
for this. No.
Oh. Okay.
No, I think with the way the system works, like I think a map would just throw us off more than anything.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a map or not. So,
yeah, I figured I would just answer for Shampu since he apparently died.
I guess he did.
Oh shit, he's not in here. Get back here. Get back here, Shampu.
Get over here.
I couldn't escape.
He's like, you sons of bitches, I was trying to get out of here.
I got
ravioli, grant me the death I deserve, Eoli.
You just deserve a couple of schlops.
Everybody here deserves a couple of schlaps for all this.
Seems like you took a little slap to the face.
I fucking Shampu. I was telling Dave when he was just on, but Dave Vizisk gambling in episode 5 is probably the hardest I've laughed in a good long fucking while listening to any podcast. I love LootQuest. I absolutely love every single episode of it, but Jesus Christ, that is the funniest fucking shit ever.
Oh man, that whole pair of episodes where they're in a casino is the hardest I've ever had to work on editing a podcast in my entire life.
It's because you were fucking 2/3 in the bag when we started.
Oh, I think I might have already been in the bag by the time we started. That one got a little out of hand, but it was a lot of fun. Editing it was pretty great though, because the way that Dave was doing those lines in the casino, it's not like that was planned or anything. We would be in the middle of talking and he would just interject with, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a swoop bike. Yeah."
Dave is a born role player.
He is.
He really is.
He
It was fucking amazing. Oh my god. LootQuest it's literally one of my favorite things I listen to. It does exactly what a good, as far as I'm concerned anyway, a good actual play podcast should do. It moves at a good pace. It focuses on story and on characters, and it's not just characters sitting around and people just endlessly, like, people sitting at a table endlessly making in-jokes back and forth. I hate that about a lot of D&D podcasts. All they're doing is they're doing nothing but metagaming or not playing the game at all, and it takes them 2 fucking episodes to walk down a path in a forest.
Well, the thing that really blows me away with Dave, too, is before we started LootQuest, he had never played a tabletop RPG in his life.
Yeah. It's such a good fit. It's such a perfect
I know
fit.
he's really familiar with the Star Wars universe, but he just took to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much immediately. He was
like a fish in water.
like, he was a little rusty in the very first episode because he wasn't sure like what he could and couldn't do and like talking in character. But as soon as he got the hang of everything, it was like he's been playing for years.
His back and forths, like his bickering back and forth with Hamrick and called him fancy fingers and shit. Like it's amazing the way that he slips into that character, and it really, really plays well off of you two. And then literally you've got Caleb there the whole time. He's like, "Why do I let you two talk? You two are fucking stupid."
Yeah, somewhere along the line I became the de facto party leader, and I was like, "Fuck."
Well, we kind of like let this happen just because like every time we would do anything, he would start to make a plan. So we would just kind of go, "Okay, we're going with this." Yeah. So he just involuntarily became the leader.
I don't know why, like, that's just kind of my play style, I guess, is like, I'm the planner. I'm like, hey, what is the tactical approach here? Let's go with that.
Well, there's that, and at the same time, I think the plans kept failing, so we just kept making fun of them, and we were just like, fuck it, let's let him keep making plans and see which one of them finally works.
My plans are awesome.
I think
they involve shooting people in the face.
I think one of my favorite moments was whenever you were on the sand crawler and decided that you were going to crawl into the vent like John McClane and blow it up with a hand grenade, and you almost did.
That was so good.
I thought about just blowing the whole fucking thing with everybody inside it.
You almost freaking blew up the damn thing. You rolled like a 40 gather information about whether or not you knew anything about sand crawlers, and I was like, yeah, you could probably build one from the ground up.
All right, well, gentlemen, I'm going to move a couple of things around here and get ready to play the game. Are you guys ready to fucking roleplay into the night?
Oh yeah, I guess so. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I've got a character set up for it, so let's roll.
You just have to worry about some schlaps.
So, Shampu, why don't you give a rundown of the system that we're going to be playing tonight?
Sure. So, I apologize for my audio levels. They're crazy.
Give your mic a slap.
I should. We are playing the Monsters of the Week. It's run on the Apocalypse engine, I believe. So everything's
Apocalypse World.
Yeah, system. Apocalypse World. So everything is based on like D6 rolls, but it's less on like rolling and encounters and fighting and all of that, as it's more of a focus on story building world building and storytelling. And the whole setup is that it's similar to a show like Supernatural or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where each episode or adventure you have a new mystery to solve and a new monster to defeat, and it's kind of up to the players, the hows and whys they arrive at the point of catching the monster and how they deal with it.
Smallville for the first 3 seasons.
Yeah, kind of.
Good night, Dave.
Night, Dave.
Night, Dave. Goodbye forever.
Bye, Dave.
I'm actually going to... John, can you boost up your microphone just a little bit?
No, I guess so. Let me see.
I can try to turn you up a little bit in Discord as well on my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to turn my air on as well, Caleb. It's been off all day. It's fucking sweltering in here.
I'm sweating like a whore in church.
I need to...
Is that better?
We're role playing as podcasters who know what they're doing.
Yep. Exactly.
But the question is, can we do it convincingly?
No.
Well, that's debatable.
Okay.
John, how the hell have you been, brother? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Finally came to an end with all that mess, so that's
Good.
fun.
Getting any mud for your turtle?
No, I'm not.
That's so sad.
The only consolation right this moment was that case of free beer.
There you go.
That's all I've gotten thus far.
Free beer is my favorite brand.
It's definitely the best type of beer, that's for sure.
Hell yeah. I mean, I work like legitimately one wall away from a brewery. We traded some lamps for beer, and we got like 4 or 5 cases of beer. And I took one home yesterday. I was like, fuck yes.
Oh, shit.
Go eat some fucking shit, you fucking stupid bitch. Just kidding.
Wait, come on. Come on now. Hang on. Wait.
Eat some fucking shit, you fucking stupid bitch. Just kidding.
Here, Caleb.
It's crazy, right? I mean, am I being an asshole? Okay, I feel like everybody in the room is looking at me like I'm the buzzkill.
We got tiny pizza, tiny pie, little tiny fried eggs. Oh shit, we got tiny people.
Eat these tiny fried eggs.
I got something for your ass. Don't someone mess with time. You don't fuck with time, motherfucker.
We're dumb.
We're done. This is over. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it.
Sorry.
What is going on with his fucking audio?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Being a dick.
My Windows mic settings keep changing the volume of my mic. I have it set in Discord and I have it set Windows, and it just keeps going up and down.
Do you have it set so other applications can't take control of your mic?
Yeah, and it's still doing it. I don't understand.
Did you restart Discord after you updated all that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, let me try it again.
Mamma mia.
Bada boopy.
Hey, I am going to keep drinking these Riggs Rum Runners, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love you, Super Movie Brother Dave.
Can the Pope's dick fit through a donut?
He's an awesome
I don't know.
guy. He's an awesome guy.
Exactly.
Head bent over. Raise the posterior. Ah, yeah! Ah, yeah! Raise the posterior!
Give it to me straight. What happened? What's wrong with me, Dr. Bendova? Well, upon that probing we gave you earlier, we found out you didn't have cancer. But we're going to have to give you this pill. That's huge. How am I going to swallow that?
Good news. It's a suppository.
Yes. Fuck yes.
Well, it was fun. I'm glad we did so much role play.
We really took it to the limit.
We're going to do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead
We
right
really
now.
walked along the razor's edge.
Go ahead and light it up for me, chat. Light it up for me right now. Hashtag LootQuest. Hashtag LootQuest. We're going to give away some epic Film Guys stickers right now. And please, we are 76% of the way toward our goal of $5,000 for the Cancer Research Institute. So please, 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 if you're on Twitch, hit that big red donate button down below. Or if you're on YouTube, link is down in the description. Livestreamforthecure.com. Every cent that you send in goes to the Cancer Research Institute to help fight cancer. So go ahead and light it up, chat. Hashtag LootQuest for a chance to win some epic Film Guys stickers. Thank you, Caleb.
Knocking it out.
You like that? You want me to cut to 3 weeks earlier when you were alive?
Fuck you, Pikel. You're a piece of shit.
Fuck you, Pikel. You're a fucking piece of shit.
You came out first. Our parents saw that I was along for the ride, and they said, well, fuck it. Let's call him Pikel.
They didn't have a name for you.
Oh, this guy's body's sloping off to the left. Yeah, and his name's Pikel.
This guy gets it. What was that dude's fucking name?
Does that lady look like? Is that like Worf from Star Trek? Why she got all that shit all over her face?
Like she's a human underneath, but she has all that shit on her face. Hey, it's that girl with all the shit all over her face, like Worf from Star Trek. How did she get there? Oh my god!
How did she
get there? Is that something we need to worry about? Just stay away from the coffee machine.
Oh shit! Sorry, Shampu. Sorry, Pooh. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hey.
Productivity.
Yeah, so
guys, we can't beat cancer with RPG live plays like this.
I mean,
right?
Maybe
this is real life shit.
We might be able to. I don't know. Maybe.
Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, drop it over in the chat right now. Hashtag LootQuest. Everybody who does is entered to win some epic Film Guys stickers. Please go ahead and drop the hashtag over there. Hashtag LootQuest.
Bill, you're not getting it. You're banned.
Get up on out of here!
This is Epic Film Frog here, and I want to tell you, go fuck yourself.
That's fucking great.
Where is
All right,
Justin
so
anyway? He said he was supposed to come back for Lethal Weapon, but he never did.
Maybe he went to take a nap.
He probably did. He fell asleep on the couch earlier while we were doing shit. He said,
"Can we get some Kappa Prides in the chat, please?"
Bill, Kappa Pride.
Kappa Prides. All right, everybody, and welcome to an actual episode of LootQuest.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shampoo, do you need me to do anything else? Like, put anything on the screen at all?
Nope, not really. You all have to use your super active imaginations for this one.
You can put the amazing.
We're going on a journey of the
LootQuest
mind.
Do I have to get?
You can put your beautiful face
dice?
up there.
Yeah, put old Nick Porkins up on the screen.
Nick, are you
Sold.
playing?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I'm playing.
Did you make
I
a
have no idea what
character?
we're doing, but I'm playing.
Can you make a character real quick?
It won't take but a second, man.
Let me guide Nick through character creation.
Go for it.
Yeah,
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
this makes
No.
sense. Everybody can
Literally
get a
takes
handle
like
on what
5
actually
minutes.
goes into doing Monster of the Week.
So, basically, we're going to play a team of monster hunters. And we each fall into a different archetype. So, Jon is playing the expert. He's really good at researching monsters and monster lore and knows like hidden secrets about magic and shit like that. I'm playing the mundane, who is just a normal, regular person, good at dealing with normal people that you meet and have to save, and good at getting captured by the monsters, which can turn out to be more useful than you would expect. The other hunter archetypes that are available to you, you'll have to choose one. The Chosen, somebody who's been marked by destiny. Think Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The Crooked, a criminal turned monster hunter. The Divine, an agent of a higher power. The Flake, a conspiracy theorist. The Initiate, a member of an ancient monster-slaying sect trained to fight and use magic. The Monstrous, a monster fighting for the good guys. The Professional, somebody who works for an agency that hunts monsters. The Spellslinger, who is a trained wizard. The Spooky, who has magical or psychic powers that aren't completely under their control. And the Wronged, who is a revenge-driven hunter. Revenge-driven hunter who is really tough and specializes in killing a specific breed of monster.
I kind of really like the last one, the Revenge Driven.
Wrong.
I really like that.
Okay, let me send you what the character sheet looks like, because I prepared ahead of time.
Hooray!
Okay. I'll just Dropbox it to you.
I'm looking for Nick Porkins. I know I have it on my phone somewhere. I just gotta find it.
I definitely have one ready if you needed another copy. I use that picture at least once a week.
He's like, it's near the top of my most used photos.
I fucking love you guys. I really do. You guys are some of my favorite people.
And we love you too, Nick.
Okay.
Check your Twitter.
Yep, I was gonna say, shoot it up. Which one, EFG or Livestream for
EFG. EFG.
Do I have EFG Twitter open anywhere? I don't believe I do.
What the hell? What is happening?
The huge.
This live stream is a really good look into the life of recording an episode of LootQuest.
It's
Yeah,
really
for real.
very
That's
similar.
that's exactly what I was pointing out earlier.
100%.
Welcome to an
Okay.
actual recording session of LootQuest.
All right, we're gonna start at 8.
There we
At
go.
10:30,
Goddamn.
we start the story.
Right? Okay, it's apparently not letting me print to PDF, so I'm going to send you the entire thing. Which it's not a lot to have to look through. Just basically the the playbook for the wronged will be the last one in this PDF.
Okay. LootQuest.
And,
I thought this was Double Cheese Quest. The Homester, ladies and gentlemen, is in the chat.
I'm just dropping that in the Discord.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, there we go.
So
It is the official mascot of the LootQuest podcast.
Hooray!
Nick Porkins.
Nice. There we
So
go.
you said the wrong was the
Looking
last
good
one
up on
killed?
the screen.
Yeah. Which the easiest way to do this, honestly, like if you have a printer and you can print off just the last
I
2
know.
pages and have them, but if not, you can just
Watch
kind of
out for giant pigeons.
do that. Like if you have a scrap of notebook paper.
I'll use
whatever.
probably just a notepad.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically, your character sheet, you'll have like spaces to put your stat modifiers in, which there's 5 stats. There's charm, cool, sharp, tough, and weird. So like towards the end or middle, I guess, of the character sheet, there's a header that says ratings, pick one line.
Mm-hmm.
You mark off which set of stats you want, and those are the ones you just mark in the bubbles, so you don't have to roll for stats or anything. And you basically just go through it section by section, so you'll have to choose moves. Let's see.
You son of a bitch.
I thought you were somebody I could trust.
Barry?
Let me see what all the wronged has, because then I'll know what all you have to pick.
Shampu, was that Barry?
It may or may not have been Barry.
Very.
So you'll have to choose 2 moves that you want your character to have. You'll have to choose a signature weapon, 2 practical weapons, and your ratings. And then just kind of fill in your background, like who you lost that was close to you, and what monster did it, and why you weren't able to save them. And that's pretty much it as far as character creation. Additionally, we, since this is the first time this group of hunters is working together, we get to go around and introduce ourselves and then decide how we're all, how we all know each other. Like if, we're old friends, or if we have family ties or something like that.
Okay.
So, I guess just by way of example, I can start. I'm playing Silas O'Hare, the Mundane.
I'm old Larry Jensen, the expert.
Why the hell did I close this? All right. I'm going to need this open. So, Silas O'Hare, the Mundane, is an insurance claims adjuster who travels for work a lot. 41 years old, his ex-wife and teenage son live in a different city. He doesn't see them much. He has a beat-up 1970 Dodge Challenger that's seen better days, a holdover from the time when he thought he'd go out and grab the world by the ass. Turns out he was just another deadbeat like his dad, but he always thought he could do something really special with his life if he just had a shot. Basically, I'm just a good old boy who just never really did anything with his life, and I at some point will just stumble into the fact that monsters exist.
Yeah. I have a nice little plan for how to get you guys together, depending on how your backstories line up.
Okay. So Nick, do you have a name for your character yet?
Let me think here. Name. Okay. Okay.
I have a modern name generator open for you.
Nope. I got it.
I guess also I have to as we go around. So like we go around once, we introduce our characters by name and what they look like, and then we go around the group again and decide how we're. Each one of us takes a turn and picks a relationship with each of the other hunters. So by look, I'm a man with a laughing face wearing work clothes. Those are the options that I picked.
I chose man, stern face, outdoor clothes.
Yeah. John, what's your character?
Larry Jensen, the expert, what he is a small town machinist that was just living life, you know. He had the only machine shop in town, breaking down stuff, had it married. And then one day the monsters came in and killed everybody off and started killing people off. And he was murdered. And then, but yeah, he's kept himself alive by murdering them.
And learning as much as he can.
Don't you just hate it whenever you're just doing your own business, minding your own business, and the monsters come and just kill everybody?
Yeah,
I hate it when that
you just have to survive by murdering them off.
I mean, why not?
I mean, that's what I would do if the monsters came and just killed everyone. I'd murder them back for sure.
Well, you know, the monsters came on in. They started coming in, killed the missus, killed some of the people. The townsfolk tried to defend him. He's one of the few people left. There's still a few other people left in town.
So I noticed that you had a slightly different accent there for Mr. O'Hare. What part of the country is he from?
Silas O'Hare is from the great state of Tennessee.
Well, I don't know about that, son. I tell you what, Larry tells you. It sounds like you're a little bit north of that, but I can't tell you what. I've never been outside the great state of Georgia. I tell you what, pine trees all over.
You know, I travel around a lot. I kind of pick up dialects from all over this great nation.
I think you both sound like you're from Texas.
Well, I'll tell you what, Texas sure is a great country. Sure is a great country. Some of the best things in the world are in Texas. Think of Chico's Tacos. Man,
are you doing Bush? Good Lord.
Kinda.
Caleb, the homester wants to know what kind of special powers you could give his character.
He gets a special playbook.
Yeah, he has a. Well, he would be the monstrous probably, because he's a film frog who is working for the hunters. So, of course, you name your character Porkins. Meat sweats.
Meat sweat.
The most powerful power.
Porkins the wronged.
Okay. So John, I don't know how I would be related to you.
Well, I don't know. It really depends. I didn't actually necessarily choose
a
location for him.
I think that you and I are good friends. I think that we met recently. You know, I was out on a business call and kind of just sat next to you in a diner, and we just kind of hit it off. And
he got T-boned at an intersection.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the car broke down.
Oh, like you were the actual insurance claim that I was called in for. We could do that too.
If only we had Dave on here to tell us how that whole situation works.
No,
yeah,
man,
so I just kind of met you through work, and you know, we're just two good old boys, so we just hit it off.
All right, that can work.
So, John, what was your character's name again?
Larry Jensen.
All right, so Mr. Larry Jensen, does he work for anyone, or is he freelance?
He owned his own machine shop, man.
I meant in regards to the murdering of the monsters.
No, man, freelance.
Okay.
And Porkins, I'm gonna say one of the options is romantically involved. I'm tempted. I think that I'm a bit suspicious of you due to your sullen nature. You're sort of unapproachable. Not the kind of person that Silas is used to dealing with, so
You're used to his, you know his name. He's made too many claims.
yeah.
Trying to cause fraud, insurance fraud.
Yep. So yeah, the relationship that I have with him is one of a suspicious nature. Alright, so I guess John and Nick, you guys just have to decide how the two of you or how you know each other.
Well, you were looking up like options to the shit, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's actually right on the playbooks. It has like a header that says history.
oh yeah,
You can decide how you're related to the other people.
That makes a good lot of sense.
Sorry, I was just rejiggering the overlay just a little bit, just to put LootQuest in there and
Macajigger!
everything else. So okay, let me look at my the wronged thing here.
I was gonna get
Jesus.
mad at you if you took away Porkins.
It's been
Here comes the money.
almost an
Look
hour.
at us, $10. Thank you very much for your donation, Caleb.
What?
One of the
Caleb,
options
give her a
is
kiss.
you save their life
I
in a
will.
tight spot.
Thank you, Vanessa. Here comes the money.
Okay, so do I have to pick any of these, like Charm, Cool, Sharp, Tough, Weird?
No, those are your skills. I
No,
think you get to
yeah,
pick
on
what you get
your-
your plus or minus in, right?
There's a section on your playbook. It's on the second page on the left column. It says ratings, pick one line, and you get to basically choose which line of stats you want.
This is my second cousin Porkins,
Two.
twice removed.
Is Porkins from the South too?
I don't know. I can make some. I don't know. One of the options be a distant relative. One of them was like you can have saved their life in a tight spot. They came to you for advice. They were like your student. Y'all were trained by the same master, and I yet to know what Porkins' backstory is. So,
All right, I gotta look at.
Well, he was supposed to be the hero of the Death Star, but Luke Skywalker got in the way and he got shot down. He managed to
This is
survive
true.
the crash and escape back to a distant planet called Earth.
He actually is the one who destroyed the
wrong.
Death Star because when he crashed, he ate his way through it and devoured the stabilizer on the energy core and caused it to go critical.
that's what really happened. Now,
Yeah, those were some
live stream.
phony
Look here.
science fiction words.
So let's see.
It's some
It sounded
shit.
plausible.
It did.
Oh, this is under the Chosen. Wait, am I looking in the right place?
No.
You said page
Idiot
2,
man?
right? Oh, no, never mind.
No, it's pages 23 and 24, but like the
Oh,
wronged
okay.
playbook has 2 pages.
Okay.
Fucking garbage dumpster person.
Do I need dice for this?
You need
2D.
2 6-sided dice, so go
Yep.
crack open your Star Wars Monopoly game.
Listen, I probably have more dice than any of you.
I doubt you have more dice than me.
Maybe. I have a lot.
I can't
do
even
too.
find my dice anymore. So
I kind of
know you
freak
have
out
more
about dice. Anytime I'm at like any convention or a store that sells dice, I usually buy a set. I probably have like 35 or 40 full sets of role-playing dice. I got a lot.
I need to start
I probably got close. I'm not kidding. I probably got close.
That's impressive.
Because we used to play just legit tabletop, like, and I just bought all the dice. I had all the dice.
Yeah. I used to dice shame pretty hard. Like if a D20 had a really bad night, I would retire it and stop using it.
All right, I'm gonna grab some dice and then I'll finish picking all my stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of do it as we're going through too.
It's like dice would like start rolling shitty, but well, that's the end of that set.
Yeah, melt them down.
Make a new giant dice.
Yeah. I also once I was playing a session with a coworker, and for whatever reason he forgot a D20 or something, or like his particular set that he brought was doing bad, and I gave him one of mine, and he rolled 3 20s in a roll and bought it off me for $5.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
That's a solid interaction.
Yep, that is a sound business decision. Holy fuck, he's tearing apart Yahtzee.
Make it stop.
I just want some good six-sided dice, damn it.
Wow.
I know I have over
Who
100
wants to
six-sided
see
dice.
Flatliners. I mean the new one, not the old one.
I have my nice drab olive green D6s from my Tomb of Annihilation dice set.
That's cool. I want to get some metal dice, but I've never been able to pull the trigger on any because they're so expensive and super impractical.
I want to get one of those D20s that's carved out of a chunk of meteor.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
But they're super expensive and they're probably not balanced at all.
Right.
Porkins deserves a backstory movie, not that hack job Han Solo.
I'd watch that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would just be about him like gaining weight.
Going on the Star Wars equivalent of like The Biggest Loser and like losing it all and getting hot and becoming like a fashion model. The Porkins story.
Man. Looks like your partner been blowing coal ash, shaking coal ash all over your face.
Here comes the money. Here we go. I won! Here comes the money.
It is I, Egg of the Great. Thank you for your $5 donation. I'm gonna post this up in the stream for you, Shampu.
What's that?
Just cause.
All the money.
Oh yeah.
Shampu, do you want to just start? And if Nick can't figure out how to check off checkboxes, he can just fuck himself.
Yeah, I'm game. So where the story begins is that the three of you have been gathered together in a sort of like moldy cafeteria in a closed down school, middle of the summer. Juniper Springs, Missouri. It's near the Ozarks, in a pretty much broken down old tourist town outside of Branson, where the tourism dried up with the closing of a major highway. So, picture your standard like small town with like a bunch of abandoned buildings, like grass growing up through the parking lots, that whole thing. So you were in their closed down middle school on the outskirts of town in a moldy cafeteria with just the three of you sort of sitting on a busted down table waiting for the member of the agency to come out and brief you on your newest mission. So, the relationships that we have here, it was Silas is friends with Larry Jenkins, correct?
Yeah, we met work, just through my work, and just kind of hit it off.
All right. So the way that you two were contacted is Larry Jenkins' sort of side business that he just goes out and solo. He kills monsters for revenge purposes, and that takes him all around the country and causes him to run into all sorts of people. Silas being the type of guy who's just very friendly, good at meeting people.
What if the reason he made an insurance claim was monster related, and he was just kind of like, you won't believe me, so why don't I just show you, and brought me to this gathering? Sure.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Works. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So in this world, monsters are common enough to where, maybe they're generally seen as like how flat earthers are. Like, they exist, but it's still pretty fringe. So like that sort of offshoot, except in this case, the monsters are. So you go to this meeting with your good friend Larry for insurance purposes, and you're waiting on this person to come out. Now, Mr. Porkins, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
Destruction in Human Form. Jared Taylor checking in with another donation tonight. $16.23, bringing us to $38.50. Hey, if we get $150 more, then Drew Hallam has to drink moonshine.
Damn, son.
Hell,
Let's
son.
make it happen.
Let's make that shit happen.
Let's make those donos over there on the stream.
If there's one thing we need, it's that.
Yes.
All right, so I'm sorry. You were saying Shampu?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me about Mr. Porkins a little bit?
My brother was killed in a tragic accident.
All right.
Okay, Batman.
I'm working on it, goddammit.
When did Nick turn into Caleb?
Fucking riveting.
Did it.
My brother was murdered in a tragic accident. He was sitting there one day eating his grits, and there was a bone inside of it, and he choked to death. Ever since then,
turned out that was a monster bone.
One day, my brother was out hunting this really gigantic ball-shaped monster. I think it was a beholder. A big, gray beholder.
It was a giant testicle.
And it blew him up.
With its mind powers.
Simply stunning.
That's as far as I've gotten so far in the character sheet. Hang on. This PDF file's being weird now.
That's amazing. Oh, man.
There it goes.
My brother was down there in Texas, and his head got blown off by a raging telekinetic tire.
I love that
Rubber.
movie.
Wait.
I love that
The movie's so good.
Nick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Rubber?
How much do I hate Rubber?
Yeah. The movie, not the substance.
Oh, God. I don't know. Have I ever seen the movie Rubber? I've never seen the movie Rubber.
You'd know if you saw it.
Yeah.
It's about a serial killer tire.
Yeah, you'll never forget having watched that movie. The best part of the movie is legitimately the old man in the wheelchair.
No, my favorite part of the movie is and this is a little bit of spoiler territory, but it's a 7-year-old movie about a killer tire. If you haven't seen it, that's okay.
Yeah.
Where the tire like rolls up to a giant dump where they're burning a giant pile of tires, and then it does a flash cut, and it's just like rolling through a town with hundreds of dead bodies.
That's great.
So I will say that I will say I'm a distant relative of what's John's character's name?
Larry Jensen.
I am a distant relative of Larry Jensen, and Caleb is someone who I respect his hard-earned knowledge and often come to him for advice.
He's your insurance agent.
He's my insurance agent, exactly. I trust him with my...
And I'm also just good with people. So, like, since you have a lot of issues, like, just dealing with society, you might come to me like, hey, how do I get this guy to fuck off?
This guy's trying to sue me for trying to run over him. How do I get rid of this?
I needed smokes, goddammit.
All right, so
I was running away from my children. I was never coming
My
back
brother got
again.
killed. He ought not have done that. He was just a boy.
he was in there fooling around. Mm-hmm.
What'd you kill Jesse for? What'd you kill Jesse for?
I reckon I'm gonna kill you now.
Like to get me some of that potted meat. Mm-hmm.
Taters.
Mustard. Mm-hmm.
I figured you'd make me some of them there biscuits.
Okay.
So tonight on the live stream for the Cure, the LootQuest podcast doing Sling Blade.
It's amazing.
So you ready for me to go on now, Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think we got it now.
All right, so you sort of hitched along with Larry and Silas there because, well, you know about monsters, and the notification that Larry got indicated that this might be a pretty big opportunity. And so he might need some help, whereas he usually kind of works a lot. So out from the shadows walks in a very tall, slender woman in her mid-50s with really short hair. It's completely white, but she has sort of a youthful face, wearing a full suit.
Okay, I'm picturing the chick from Monsters vs. Aliens.
I've never seen that, but I was thinking something like a younger Judi Dench.
Oh, okay, that works too.
Yeah. So like that general motif, but in like her mid 50s and just like very tall and slender, wearing a full suit, and she sort of emerges out of the shadows, and she's holding a manila envelope on a clipboard, and asks you if you have any idea what has brought them together today, or brought you all together today.
Work?
Well, I don't know what the hell. I mean, I got a goddamn message telling me to head on up here. Possibly something in it for me. I tell you what now.
Larry,
what the hell?
What sort of tomfoolery have you pulled me into this time, bud?
Well, I don't know, man. They said there'd be some good pay for this and something of amazement. We'd love to see you. I mean, I tell you what, all this goddamn mystery, why don't you just get to the fucking point?
I need to make more what I need to make right what I have put wrong.
Okay. Well, what has brought you together today is I am a representative for the agency. I'm sure you've heard of us.
Sounds nebulous.
That is
I
precisely.
thought you guys done destroyed yourselves. I don't know, man. Rumors.
That is precisely the point. We operate between the lines, and we like to keep ourselves somewhat in the shadow. What has
Well, obviously
Caused
you
us-
walked out of the fucking shadows, you bitch.
Larry, what the hell, man? You can't
Well,
treat a lady like that. Not on my
Okay.
watch, brother.
I can't help it, man. You know,
This won't
everything's
help
dead.
us.
Just won't get to the fucking point here.
Hey, listen, watch your language, buddy. There's a lady present.
All right. Continue,
Oh my gosh.
madam.
I'm sorry. All right. That just caught me off guard is all. Well, excuse me, but you would do best to mind your tongue. Why we have
That's
summoned
what I
you?
done told him.
I already started, god darn it. Now let's get on to it.
Larry never knew how to hold his tongue.
So the reason why we have brought you together today is you have been recruited by the agency. We believe you may have what it takes to become our next field agents in this area.
Yeah, I don't know what this is for exactly, but this might be a conflict of interest with my job with State Farm. I just want to lay that out on the table right now.
Damn it, Silas. Everything we do, we got to talk about fucking State Farm. I tell you, everything's not about State Farm.
Hey,
Let's kill some
like
shit.
a good neighbor, Silas is here.
You son of a bitch.
Okay.
If you two are done bickering, I'd like to hear the offer.
Porkins, for the love of fuck, have I told you about talking in that ominous fucking voice? You ain't Keanu Reeves. This ain't John Wick, goddammit.
Get a load of Lego Batman over here.
Trying to hear what this wolf was talking about.
I'm sorry, I woke up hoarse this morning.
How about you smoke another pack of menthol cools, you fuck?
I told you about all that goddamn menthol, man. It's gonna ruin your fucking throat.
I told you my brand is Salem.
I ain't like fucking pussy.
That'll be quite enough. Strictly speaking, this is not happening. This is not on the record. You can keep your job at State Farm. Needless to say, no one can know what you do for us.
All right.
Everyone will know what I've done.
That's fucking unsettling. I think we might have a domestic terrorist over here. If you see
Damn it,
something, say
Porkins!
something.
I told you, quit with that ominous shit. You gonna get yourself in trouble, bud. They're gonna throw you in the fucking slammer if you don't quit that. Gonna put you behind them padded walls and shit. Tell you what, gonna put you in that funny jacket and wear that
This is
damn
so
funny
far off
form.
the fucking rails.
All right, for the love of Christ.
Okay, fine. Let's cut to the chase. This is quite enough, and I must get going. The good folk of Juniper's Crossing haven't slept a wink since this strange circus arrived in town. And it's not for the lack of trying.
Holy fuck, it's a killer clown.
We've had reports.
Probably from outer space.
We've had reports that the citizens have tried to do everything from drinking to taking sleeping pills. We've had several citizens overdose on various opioids trying just to fall asleep. It's been weeks, and no one in the town has slept. People are starting to see things.
Well, you know, you don't sleep, you get them hallucinations.
Yeah, one time I didn't sleep for 4 days. I was up on Adderall, and I saw a fucking flying saucer and a little green man riding a flying carpet.
Well, in my line of work, that doesn't mean anything. It very well could have been a flying saucer. But that is why you have been gathered. We need you to go into the town and investigate. Find out what is happening and put a stop to it. But be careful.
That's my middle name, careful. That's why I'm still alive.
Your middle name is Dennis.
Now,
Fuck you, Porkins. I told you not to keep saying that.
now listen, is there any sort of health-related medical claims that people are making as a result of this?
Well, needless to say, there's been all sorts of accidents and injuries, car accidents,
That's
overdoses.
all I need to hear. Thank you very much.
Always looking for a buck.
I'm
telling you, man.
I'm
you
on the
fucking
job.
Goddamn ambulance chaser. You're all over this shit. I'm telling you. Trying to fucking figure out how you can get some more fucking insurance monies.
Hey, let's hear him out. He got me a great rate.
He really did, though, didn't he? He's a great man. Love him to death.
Well, you have the safe driver discount. Y'all haven't had an accident in over 3 years, so.
Well, yeah, I try to be real careful.
That's because I haven't been able to drive.
Well, those DUIs really stack up.
It's not intoxication if it's fast food.
I don't even serve a fucking beer at the fast food restaurant, man. A 12-pack through a drive-thru does not count.
The cops pulled me over because there were too many Big Mac boxes in my field of view.
Well, it's time for you to get to work. You need to be in town first thing in the morning, and the sun will be up in just a few hours. Have any of you attempted to get any sleep since you've arrived?
I pulled off at a rest stop, a few miles down the road, slept for about 2.5 hours, and I think I'm, fresh as a daisy.
I won't sleep
Hell
until
yeah.
I've had my revenge.
Oh, fuck
Dude,
that.
this guy's fucking weird, man.
Man, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He was just asleep right before we fucking got here. We stopped in. We got about half day early. We took about a 6-hour nap. He was fine. This somebody's just crazy. That's
Look
what
at how
it is.
morbidly obese I am. I was exhausted walking up the stairs.
Well, I told you to lay off them damn Big Macs, but you don't listen to nobody. You're going to die by the time you turn 40.
But I'm 39 and a
what.
half.
And that's what I told you. You're going to die in about 6 months.
Hey,
On damn Big Mac.
y'all ever bit your finger trying to eat too fast?
I swallowed my fist once.
That's
Somebody did it too. I saw him do it, man. He was still eating that fucking sandwich.
Southern fried chicken.
All right, well, it's time for you guys to get going. So you better head into town because you won't be sleeping anytime soon. So it's in your best interest
6 hours.
to get this
That's like a
over as-
lifetime around here. I tell you what. 6 hours. That's plenty of sleep. We got it.
I can
Get
light
going.
a fire under Porkins' ass. I'll put a Twinkie on a stick and dangle it in front of him there.
Hell, dangle in front of him. You might as well ride him. Tell you
I'll
what,
eat
it's
Twinkies
better.
dipped
It's
in
better than
chocolate
fucking
syrup.
riding a donkey every now and then.
All right, let's all get a move on. We could probably strap Porkins to the hood of the Challenger, and Larry, you can just ride with me. Up
All right,
front.
that'll work. That sounds good.
Remember, you were never here. Just take the highway into town, and you'll see what the issue is as soon as you arrive.
All right, well,
All right.
we'll see it.
Yep, and
Morgan, on top.
yep, we pile into my classic car in terrible condition, which I chose as my means of transport. A beat up 1970 Dodge Challenger. And
Why is this fucking thing so small?
I turned the key in.
That's not small, you son of a bitch. You're just too
you're
goddamn
just
big.
too large for the frame. I turn the ignition and it kind of sputters. I try it again and flutter the gas a little bit, and it tries to turn over and doesn't. And then on the third try, I get it, and it's just and then we peel out. I feel like I
Told you, man,
probably
get
lay
you a
some
little
rubber
starter
down because I'm an
fluid, clean out your
asshole.
carburetor, you'd be doing a lot better. Fire
Thank
right
God
up.
you're driving. Larry wouldn't get us there in one fucking piece.
Oh, you son of a bitch, I got us here just fine. Leaving old Betsy over there.
I was sleeping.
I know you were, you son of a bitch. All you ever did the entire trip was ask for fucking Big Macs.
I love Big Mac sauce.
Well, I ain't stopping, so get that through your head right now.
It's all right. I brought one for the road. My character pulls out a Big Mac from inside of his jacket and starts eating it.
Have I decided I'm just literally the hamburger
now?
Damn it,
that's the start and stop of his backstory. He's just morbidly obese.
Roll to read a bad situation to see if you're having a heart attack. Oh man. All right. We're pulling into town. What's going on?
Okay, so as you pull into town, the first thing you see is like a beat up old like welcome to sign. It's like faded green and rusty. It's like welcome to Juniper Springs, population 862. But it's clearly like a super old sign. And every building that you see as you pull into town is like beat up and run down. There's weeds in the ditch, and it looks like most of the grass hasn't been cut in several weeks. And it's all like spotty. There's a couple of broken fences. You see some cars like sort of parked up onto the sidewalks, like over curbs and everything, and just sort of haphazard. And sporadically you see a couple of people sort of like shambling around, like they're just absolutely exhausted or drunk or on something. They're just kind of like, they almost look like a zombie, but they don't look unhealthy or anything. Maybe a little gaunt or worn out, but just
fucking meth hit this town hard.
I'm gonna tell you what, man, these some bitches need to lay off that fucking crack cocaine. It really messes with the damn brain, doesn't it?
You're one to talk, Larry.
You son of a bitch. I told you I didn't smoke that damn shit.
No, you're the one that's selling it to them.
Well, you know, I mean, man's got to make a living somehow.
Larry, what the fuck? I offered to put a word in for you at State Farm.
Well, I mean, you know, sitting inside a building.
State Farm. He makes $500,000 a month.
Shh. You know what the IRS fucking got? Goddamn IRS has got ears everywhere, man. Shut your damn mouth.
Sorry.
So in addition to that population sign and the citizens, you see a few notable buildings with brighter signs than the rest of them. At the end of the street that you're currently on, which ends in sort of like a dead end with a T intersection, you see a kind of a shabby sign that just says the Broken Inn, that looks to be like a motel. It has a like sputtering vacancy sign underneath it. And then just down the street from there, you also see like a rundown like sheriff's office and city hall.
All right.
Okay.
Deep in the distance, like deep off in the distance, you kind of hear like calliope music, like very softly, very faint.
Weird. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna pull off here. How about you check out that little motel there? I'm gonna just feel out the townsfolk, get the lay of the land a little bit.
All right, that sounds good.
We got this, Larry.
Checking this hotel. All right, so I guess when he pulls off the side, we get out, and in Porkins, we're gonna. After I bitch about Porkins getting out of the back seat of that goddamn car.
Oh God, this car! So
son of a bitch! If you weren't so fucking big, I tell you what, you'd actually be out of it already. I tell you what, we're gonna have to get the jaws of life, get your fat ass out of here.
Oh God,
just spread around some of the bacon grease he's slathered in. That fat some bitch will slide right out.
Porkins finally gets out. Well, all right, you son of a bitch, let's get this done. All right. All right, so we'll be back here in a short bit. If we ain't back here shortly, we died.
Why would you say that, man?
Well, I mean, it's usually true, isn't it?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Well, we're still alive now, so let's go.
Right behind you, Larry.
All right, so we're going to take off and start working towards the hotel and checking it out.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just going to kind of talk to passersby and just try to get a feel for what's going on.
Sure. So first up, Larry and Porkins, you go inside the Broken Inn, and whenever you first open the door, there's like a lobby directly to your right. There's no one at the desk. It's really, really small, and there's like a cross-stitch, like iron barricade, so people couldn't get over the counter. But there's no one at the desk. And then to your left, there's a doorway with like a beaded curtain that leads to a bar lounge area with tattered seats and booths, and there's about 6 people sort of sitting around and just, heading their drinks, trying to get drunk. It looks like everyone is basically super wasted, despite the fact that it's about 7:30 in the morning.
Okay. Looks like they've been in here all night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the lights are dimmed really low. There's a jukebox playing off in the distance, but you can't really make out what it is. It's just like some old soft country song.
There's like 6 people in here.
Yeah, there's like 6 people around the lounge, and then there's a bartender who also looks just completely worn out, like he's at the end of a 16-hour shift or something like that. Slowly wiping the bar down.
Just in case, are they like drinking the same drink, or are they all drinking the same thing, or variety of drinks there?
There's glasses, there's bottles. What you do notice immediately is that behind the bar where like all the liquor is, it looks like most of the bottles that are up there are empty.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a few that have a little bit in it, but they're mostly empty.
All gone.
Yeah, and there's a few like tipped over bottles on the bar and stuff. It just looks kind of dirty and gross, and has a really somber vibe.
All right.
They drank this fucking town dry.
That's what it look. Tell you what, that's what it looks like. I guess what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk over here, man, and see what we can find out about what the hell is happening here. So we mosey on over to the bar, man, and try to get. So hey, man, what's going on, man? Couldn't have to get a beer around here, could we?
He just like keeps on doing what he's doing. He's just like slowly like wiping off the bar. His head keeps drooping and snapping back up, and drooping and snapping back up. His eyes are kind of fluttering a little bit.
Your ears
hey, bud,
broken.
I'm talking to you.
Still, he's just like wiping down the bar. Doesn't really seem to notice you at all. He's directly in front of your face as well, and the bar is only probably like 1.5 feet wide.
What the hell's wrong with this?
Is there a guy like on the stool right or on around the bar around him or anything?
There's a guy sitting at the bar, maybe halfway down the bar, 6 or 7 stools down, who's just kind of like glazed, looking off into the distance.
All right, I'm gonna walk over that guy. I'm gonna kind of tap him with the back of my hand on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, man. What the hell's wrong with this guy over here? Can't get his attention."
Did you? Okay, sorry. Say what you did when you approached him again.
Just kind of like kind of backhanded tap him on the shoulder.
He like jumps like very excitedly, like and like stumbles and falls off his stool and lands hard on the ground.
Hey man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to scare the hell out of you.
He's just like he like looks at you like really shocked, and he's just like scrambling backwards, like mouth sort of gaping open, just like freaked out.
Hey bud, what the hell's the problem? I ain't doing nothing to you. I just touched you. What you freaked out?
And then from behind you, you hear the bartender. Hey, it's okay. Don't come here, guys, come here. I'm sorry about that. It's just you wouldn't understand if I told you, but don't mind Jim over there. He's a little excitable since everything started.
Oh man, what the hell's going on, man? What do you mean everything started?
Like I said, you wouldn't even believe me if I told you.
Well, I tell you what, won't you try me, son?
Okay.
You'd be surprised what the hell I believe.
You know, we don't have much left in the bar, but you guys want something to drink? I feel like you're gonna need it.
Well, yeah, go on, give me some drink. Just whatever you got. It's all right.
We got a little bit of whiskey left, but otherwise we got some of these grain belt lagers.
Well, I guess just give me one of them loggers. That'll
I'll
work.
have 4.
I'm sorry, sir. We just can't spare it.
Son of a bitch! Didn't he already tell you he ain't got much there?
I'm thirsty.
You're trying to get all. Shut. Fuck you. You'll take one and you'll like it. Now shut the hell up. We're trying to hear a story.
The bartender leans over very slowly and sort of steadily and pulls out a couple of beers and slides them in front of you, pops the top, and says, well, it all started with, and with that, we're going to flash over to Caleb. You are driving down the street, having just dropped off Silas and Larry. What are you doing?
Oh, I was just going to kind of go on foot, like leave the car where I parked it to drop them off, and just kind of talk to passersby.
Sure. So you're go ahead.
So I'm just kind of like, oh, howdy there. Could I impose myself on you for a moment, please? Just to whoever's ambling past.
Everyone that you say that to, just like they don't even acknowledge your existence. They just like keep walking, like eyes forward with a glazed look in their eyes.
Some bitch. This is a damn rude town. Can I... Well, I'm probably going to have to try to use a move. I don't know if I want to try to manipulate somebody to get them talking, or if I want to investigate a mystery to try to figure out on my own what's going on. I'll try to manipulate someone to just kind of like snap them out of it long enough to get some information.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll plus charm. That's a 5 plus 2, so that's a 7.
Sure. Yeah. So the very next person that you see, you can do that too.
For a normal person on a 7 to 9, they'll do what I ask, but only if I do something for them right now and to show them that I mean it. If I ask too much, they'll tell me what, if anything, it would take for them to do it.
Okay.
All right, so I just kind of grab someone and, kind of shake them, snap them out of it, and it's like, hey, what's going on here? Why is everybody walking around all droopy-eyed?
Well, the second you like grab him and shake him, it's like a sudden alertness goes in his eyes, and he just is like, "Oh, who are you? Who are you? What are you doing?"
Howdy there. Name a Silas O'Hare. I was just wondering. Everybody's just kind of ambling around, aimless. What the hell is going on here?
He narrows his eyes at you, and kind of suspiciously, and says, "You're not from around here, are you?"
No, sir, I am not. I'm passing through town on business.
Well, I have some bad news for you, but I'm not sure if I should just tell you. I'm not sure if it'll even do any good.
Well, what would you say to my friend President Jackson here?
What good is money in these days?
Well, that's a damn pessimistic attitude, mister.
Just don't understand. Yeah, you know what'll help? Do you have any whiskey?
I might have a good half bottle of hooch tucked in the boot of the old roadster there.
Well, I tell you what, if you can just help me get a good night's sleep, and I think a good bottle of whiskey will get me there. I'll tell you anything you want to hear.
All right, I'll walk over and fetch whatever I got in the old trunk there.
All right.
I think I have probably like a fifth of Jim Beam that's kind of on its last dregs.
Sure. Like maybe like a quarter bottle. Label's probably
Yeah.
eaten away because you're definitely despite your position, you definitely pull it out from a tough call or two.
Yeah, and I have nervous hands. I kind of pick at it while I'm drinking it.
Sure. All right. So you hand the bottle of whiskey over to the guy, and he immediately just like excitedly, his hands are shaking, his whole arm is shaking, and he like pulls off the lid and he just drinks it all down in one
Damn,
gulp.
brother. Didn't tell me you were looking to party.
No, I just want to sleep. So it all started when, and let's go back to the bar. So Silas and Larry, you're talking to the bartender, and he just tells you it started with that circus. I don't know what it is or if it's a coincidence, but it started when they came. Everyone in town thought it was great. The mayor said that it was a great way to bring some tourists back to the town. Having a permanent circus, it's kind of like those theme parks they have over in Branson. But things got really weird. Like at first it was great. Businesses were doing great. I was booked up for the first time, and I don't even know how long, maybe ever. But then people stopped coming, and some of them disappeared, and next thing you know, people are fighting, and in the background you hear like some shattering glass and two guys sort of like lazily shouting at each other, and the next thing you know, one of them grabs the other guy by the back of the neck and just slams his head down 3 times onto the pool table in the back and splatters a little bit of blood on it, and he just falls over. But the bartender doesn't even really break stride or even notice it. He just keeps talking. He's just like, fights are everywhere and people aren't getting along, and I know it sounds crazy, but no one can leave. Like, no one ever.
No one can leave what, man? Can't leave here, can't leave the town, can't leave their homes, what?
They just can't leave. And we go to the circus. And that's all we do. But
what circus? I didn't even see the damn circus when I was coming in. Where's the circus at?
You need to go talk to the sheriff. He's just down the road. You gotta go talk to Sheriff Oscry. You gotta he'll know what to tell you.
Sheriff Oscry, you say?
Yeah.
So you saying this is caused by a circus, and y'all can't, like, you can't fit? Could you physically show me where it's at?
You just have to go talk to the sheriff. I've already said too much.
I don't like this, Larry.
I don't like this
smells
either.
rotten.
Hell, that's just some damn old cheeseburgers, man.
No, this ain't cheeseburgers. This is something else.
All right. Well, shit. I guess let's go on. Let's go on, drain these here 2 beers, and let's head on down here to the sheriff's office, see what we can figure out.
You ain't got to tell me twice.
All right. So going back to Silas, you're talking to that the stander by, and he tells you it all started with those clowns. They just got this weird look in their eye, and I don't know, creepy, but you can't turn away.
The clowns are fucking weird, man.
I can't describe it. You just can't look away. It's almost like they're staring through you. But
yeah, I don't get the whole laughing on the outside, crying on the inside thing myself.
But we keep going back every night. Every night we go back.
Well, fuck, that's got to be getting expensive.
Oh, but it's free.
Well, hell, that's a damn good deal.
I'll tell you what, carnivals are fun.
I told you, money's no good anymore. And around that time, the guy, he sort of gets like a weird look in his eyes, and like they cross, and he just falls over and starts like seizing on the ground.
Oh shit! I'm gonna try to catch him.
Yeah. You catch him before, like he didn't like fall and hit his head or anything, but you caught him. But he's totally having a seizure.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, shove my wallet in his mouth. They say you shouldn't do that, but Silas probably doesn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, you sort of shove your wallet in his mouth, and he's biting down on it, and he just keeps having a seizure, and it almost seems like it's getting worse, and his nose starts bleeding.
I'm actually gonna use another one of my moves, I think. So this is one of my mundane moves. It's called Oops. I want to stumble across something important. I'll find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to my immediate problems.
Okay.
It's not a roll or anything. I just do that. So I find something important.
Sure. So, you notice there's kind of like a bulge in the guy's pocket. It's long and rectangular, probably like 8 inches long. Just
that's
kind of
that's
sticking.
probably his dick. I guess
It's not his dick.
I don't know how comfortable I feel about grabbing another man's hog while he's having a seizure.
You sucked his dick.
No, I will investigate.
All right. You pull out of his pocket what appears to be either an EpiPen or a shot of adrenaline.
Oh shit. Fuck. Can you give a seizing person adrenaline? Is that bad? Can I roll to act under pressure to see what I want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Act under pressure. Roll plus cool. That's a 5, so that's a failure. So I'm going to mark experience, because in this game, you learn from your failures.
Yeah, so it turns out that it's an EpiPen, because this guy is allergic to peanuts. And
I feel like I just kind of freeze and don't know what to do.
Well,
or do I stick him with it?
Yeah, you definitely stick him with it, thinking that maybe it's specifically like this guy's an epileptic and it's seizure medication, and you jab him in the neck, and you basically just jab him in the neck and you give him a shot, and it doesn't really do anything at all, and he just, like, if anything, he starts having even more of a seizure, and more blood's coming out of his nose, and then finally after a few seconds he just goes still.
I just, like, pet his forehead, and I'm just like, shh, shh, and then I just start backing away and pull my wallet out of his mouth, and then, like, I back away slow, and then I back away fast, and then I run.
I was gonna say, whenever you go to pull your wallet out of his mouth, it gets stuck just a little bit, and there's like visible, like, draggy teeth marks on your wallet now.
Well, shit.
All right. So as you're backing away and sort of running back towards your car, you bump into Larry and Porkins outside of the inn.
Damn, Silas, what you in such a rush from?
I think that guy over there is having a fit.
He was having a fit. You didn't stick your wallet in his damn mouth, did you?
No, they say you shouldn't do that.
Oh, okay. Well, good, man. Well, at least you I mean, if he just died, there's nothing you can do about it.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess it doesn't look like the ambulance is running in this town, so.
Hell, it doesn't look like anybody's running. They all look like they're about to fucking fall down, I tell you what.
Yeah, there's a problem in this town.
But the guy at the bar, we was talking to him. We found, I don't know what the hell their problem was. I tried to talk to him. He wasn't talking to us. And then all of a sudden he was, and he told us to go talk to the sheriff. He wouldn't tell us something about some clowns.
Yeah,
So
that guy, before he started having a fit, he told me about some clowns with some manner of mesmerizing gaze from what he told.
Yeah, that's kind of what the guy in the bar was saying. He said they go all the time. They can't leave, and he didn't specify.
He told me
meant.
that it's free to go to the circus. They just go every day, and
hell, free? That sounds like a damn ball, doesn't it?
Well, that's what the fuck I said. It's a good deal.
I'm telling you what. But hell, we should go on and holler at this damn sheriff, see what the hell's going on, so we can get to killing something and get the hell on out of here.
Yeah, I don't think it's free. They look like they're paying with something.
All right.
Can we ditch the fucking dead weight?
Was that a fat joke? You got something to say to me?
No, I was talking about the fucking season guy over there.
You mean Twitchy?
Oh man, Twitchy, we gotta keep Twitchy.
Let me throw a blanket over him and we'll go see the sheriff.
Matter of fact, yeah, hell, let's just bring him with him. We'll call him Twitchy, and we'll carry him around like Weekend at Bernie's. Hell, it'll be funny.
It's not, Larry. There's something wrong with you.
Well, you see everybody die. Hell, everything. You either laugh about it or you just fucking die.
He's not goddamn
so
dead.
I'm just
Larry,
laughing.
look at him. He's twitching all over the place. He's not dead.
Ah, hell, he's dead. We can't do nothing for him. You know it. I know it. He knows it.
We're taking him with us to the sheriff. Can
Fuck
I
that sheriff.
do I have to roll anything to scoop him up and carry him with us?
No, anything that like a normal person can do, you can just do it.
Yeah, I scoop up Twitchy and I just sling him over my shoulder.
He's just like swinging around completely dead weight over your shoulder.
Damn it, Porkins. I said leave him, but shit, you don't listen to nothing anyway.
Shut up, Larry. We're going to the goddamn
Oh,
sheriff.
fuck you, Porkins. Why don't you just eat another goddamn
And then we're
Big
at
Mac?
the sheriff's.
You guys get to the sheriff's office, and it's sort of a rundown old building with like a faded brick facade on the outside, and your like typical government office glass door out
It's
front
like
with
shittier than Larry's mom's basement.
Hey man, you're the one that has to live there.
Zing.
So inside, you walk in. It's like lowly air conditioned, blinking fluorescent lights. The reception desk is completely empty, but in the sort of distance, you can see like a couple of like desk lights on at probably a desk in the back office, and you can hear a computer typing.
Holy shit, there's a computer over there typing. I didn't know computers could type themselves these days.
Man, you never know what this damn new technology is going to do. Hell, they're going to have robots controlling all of us.
Goddamn newfangled bullshit.
You can't see the computer. You hear computer keys typing.
The joke was that somebody is typing on the computer.
Right.
Not
I
that
thought you
the
thought
computer
that.
is typing.
Yeah.
Linguistics.
Mm-hmm.
Small semantics. So
I guess we'll just follow the sound.
Are you?
Yeah, that's all we can do is follow the sound.
All right. You get into the back office, and you see facing away from you is one lone woman in a tan sheriff's uniform with a green flat brimmed hat sitting off to her left, hunched over a computer screen, hunting and pecking with index fingers on either side, typing very slowly.
I'll kind of tip my ball cap to her and I say, howdy, ma'am, we're looking for the sheriff.
She's facing away from you, just in case.
Doesn't matter, that's still going to happen.
Okay.
Is there a desk in the room?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
At?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them.
Okay, I take Twitchy and I flip him out and I place him. I place him sort of roughly down on the desk in front of me, with a
Where they were
thud, loud enough so she can hear
Jesus.
it. She jumps, like is startled, and slowly turns around, reaching to the gun on her hip as she turns in the chair.
Howdy, man. We didn't mean to scare you. Now we apologize about that. We was trying to get a hold of Sheriff, and Morgan's here. He's just sitting down his body. This man is having an epileptic seizure, from what we heard. And he's trying to get him
if you
some
could
help.
tell us about this.
She slowly pulls her hand away from her gun and like reaches up and rubs her eyes a few times really slowly, and kind of has her face in her hands and doesn't directly engage you. But then she pulls her hands away and looks up again, blinks a few times very slowly. But she's still silent at the moment.
The hell?
Ma'am,
Okay,
are you the sheriff?
I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if you guys were real. I'm Sheriff Portia Foscree. What can I help you with?
I grab Twitchy by the chest and I kind of shake him a little bit. Yeah, can you explain this?
That, sir, is a dead man.
I told him that, but he wouldn't listen to me.
Last will and testament. Weekend to dead cat ladies too.
Let me hang on. And she slowly gets up from her desk and walks over, puts her hand on the inside of his wrist and looks at her watch and said, "Yeah, he's dead. What happened? Did you do
this?
this?
In the middle of the street.
Did you do this?"
Well, he was in the street, ma'am, and he was pitching a fit.
So you put him out of his misery, is that right?
No, ma'am. I believe he struck his head or just gave up the ghost as he was seizing there.
Well,
if I did this, you wouldn't be able to recognize him.
That's
fucking terrible.
That's really gross, and I don't know what you mean by it. But he's better off. I promise you that.
Better off, ma'am. What is happening in this town?
I don't know. It's some kind of mass hysteria. It all started with that leaving girl. Everyone bought into it, and then the things at the circus and all the workers disappearing and then coming back, and I don't know. I just think everyone's in a panic. And
wait a minute. What do you mean the workers disappeared and came back?
They left for a day and they were gone and the circus was closed and there was no notice, but then they were back the next day. Well, no, it wasn't the next day. I guess, I don't know, maybe 3 days? Yeah, I think it was 3 days. That
like the
they
smell
were
of
gone.
this, Larry.
But I'm telling you, it all started with that leaving girl. And she's a little troublemaker. Trying to stir up trouble for her daddy. And I know Jacob. I've known him for years. And that poor girl and what she's done to her poor father through all of this. Unacceptable.
Well, what the hell has that got to do with a circus?
I'm telling you, it doesn't have anything to do with the circus. People are blaming the circus, saying there's some kind of magic coming out of the mirror house. But I tell you, that is not what is happening.
So what are we talking about here? What happened between the girl and her father?
I don't know.
Yeah, what the hell could have happened that an entire town broke up?
You have to talk to Jacob. But all I know is that she came into City Hall one day screaming about the clowns in her dreams, and next thing you know, it's her dad's trying to warn people about the end times, and I'm not an intolerant woman. I'm very progressive, but those Baptists, they just go crazy with their tongue, and they talk about voices from God and the end times, and it's not right. They don't need to be loud like
just what we need. The end times to be brought into this.
Silas is feeling pretty uneasy, and I want to try to read a bad situation.
Okay.
I just want to roll some dice.
Sure.
Well, shit, that's a 6. That's a fail.
So
on a miss, I might misread the situation.
Yeah.
Everything is fine here. It will be totally safe to go investigate alone.
Well,
or I might reveal tactical details to my enemies.
So,
well, in this case, you do completely misread the situation in that, I mean, you absolutely believe the sheriff that there's nothing nefarious or supernatural going on. You think that it really does have to do something with this Jacob and Angie leaving pair.
Well, that seems sensible to me. I don't buy into this all nonsense about weird clowns and what have you, but
I'm telling you,
where was this girl last seen?
Have you heard the story of those cults in Oregon in the 70s that went around town and poisoning the salad bar at Pizza Hut?
Yes, ma'am. I do believe I heard tell of that as a child.
I think it's just like that. I think they're putting chemicals in the food to make people see things.
Well, that seems logical to me.
And no
you think
one
it's logical that Jacob's putting poison in the food?
I mean, what else could it be?
It's not fucking hypnotist clowns that don't make no sense.
It's exactly what I said.
Porkins grabs the twitchy guy by the shirt again and shakes him around a bit. What about this motherfucker? He twitched himself to death.
Well, I'm telling you, there's poison in the food. I've seen people having reactions. People I've known my whole life just get in a fight and try to kill one another. They're the smallest disagreements. And these are people that I've known forever, and no one's sleeping.
If I roll to, read this situation, can I tell if she really believes the bullshit that she's spitting?
Let's see. Would that be read a bad situation or investigate a mystery?
It might even be manipulate someone because you're trying to get a read on their personality.
Yeah,
I wasn't certain if it was like that. I was assuming it was read the situation or investigate because.
I guess
manipulate someone is used when you want someone to do something for you and they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not really that. Yeah, I think it might be a read the situation. So, go ahead and roll.
I got an 8.
Okay, so for the read a bad situation move, the book says, on a roll of 7 to 9, hold 1. 1 hold can be spent to ask the keeper one of the following questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
And this is outside of the role playing, out of character question.
Yeah, it's like you get to directly ask the keeper, which is you.
So, is there anything we're missing here?
So the bartender absolutely believes what she's saying, but there's more than meets the eye. She is kind of telling you what the issue is, but it's not what she thinks it is. But there may be a connection to what she thinks is the whole story is just a piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
Ma'am, where was this girl last seen?
Probably at her daddy's farm. It's just outside of town. Maybe about.
Ma'am, you really think these people just came out of nowhere yelling about clowns manipulating people's minds? You think it's some made up story by these people?
Well, I'm telling you,
I don't think you do.
They moved into town about 8 months ago, and they were always kind of cagey. And they got a big family. I think there's 7 kids, and just the daddy. Their mama's not even around. What's daddy doing with 7 kids with no woman in his life? I tell you, it doesn't.
Well, he's raising them. Goddammit, that's what he's doing. He ain't got no time for it. He got 7 kids.
Well, ain't none of them go to school. And they're just out on that farm all the time. You only ever see them whenever they come into town. And all the little girls all wear dresses, and they all dress kind of funny. And they don't talk to anyone.
Well,
No, they sound Amish.
Yeah, if up north they have Amish people, that's probably what they are, and you're just being sort of racist about it, frankly.
I know what the Amish are. I have relatives in Iowa.
Of course you do. As soon as the situation pops up, you got sudden cousins in Iowa.
Yeah, like I can't be racist. I have a Chinese man in my family tree. That's bullshit, frankly.
I bet they just love corn, don't they?
Well,
I'll tell you what, I don't know. I think you think there's more to it than this, and you're just baloneying us.
Well, why don't you see for yourselves? I'm telling you, there's something ain't right about them leaving.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna go check out these leaving, and we're gonna see get to the bottom of what the hell's going on here.
Well, their farm is just outside of town. You go north on 38, turn left on Delta. It's a gravel road, so be careful. And their farm, you can't miss it. There's a big fire. There's a big sign. It's got a big old like pig-shaped weather vane on it.
All right.
And
I grab Twitchy and hoist his body back up over my shoulder.
Why?
You ruined my joke.
Y'all ain't putting that dead guy back in my vehicle.
I was literally gonna say, Porkins, why don't you pick up at Twitchy there? Hell, we might need a snack for later. Shit, I'm just kidding. You leave that piece of shit laying there on that damn desk.
Something's going on here. And this Twitchy motherfucker was the key.
No, he wasn't. He's just some twitchy son of a bitch that was laying in the damn street. Put him down, son of a bitch. Let's go. All right.
I tip my hat to the sheriff and I said, ma'am, thank you for your time.
Okay.
We'll be back if we need to be.
All right. So it's getting a little bit late.
I just give that eyes thing.
It's getting a little bit later in the day here, and you notice it's kind of early afternoon. Sun's getting kind of high. There's shadows creeping across the streets and whatnot. And as you're driving out of town towards the farm, you notice a guy standing on the side of the road who appears to be miming, like making a wall. Except
what in the fuck?
He looks like he has a face of just pure panic on his face, and he starts like banging against the air, just like over and over and over, like he's against something. And every single time he like brings his arm forward, it just stops midair. Like he's the most believable mime any of you have ever seen in your entire life.
Well, that looks like fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's something you don't see every day.
And now he just like both hands forward and he just starts like pushing. And if you look closely, you can see that his feet are actually sliding backwards on the ground.
He's doing the fucking moonwalk. That's cool.
Hell yeah, I'll tell you what, that some bitch look like Michael Jackson.
And shortly after he falls to the ground, like on his knees, and like leans forward, and it looks like you actually see like the skin on his forehead like ripple up a little bit, and he appears to be sobbing.
I wonder what the hell's wrong with that son of a bitch right there.
Yeah, I've pulled off on just kind of on the shoulder of the road, I guess, and I'm like, well, do we want to get involved with this, or is this some more nonsense?
What are you afraid? Get out of the car.
Well, we might as well see what's wrong with him. He is here. I don't know what that ripple was either. So I guess he's gonna pull over.
This car's too fucking small. God damn it.
Lose some damn weight. This will be a lot easier.
I can't lose weight in one fucking day, Larry.
Well, if you hadn't ate all them fucking Big Macs. All right,
You
so
could at
we're
least
gonna
slow
go.
down on gaining it.
I'm telling you, right? All right, so I guess he's pulled over. We're gonna walk over to buddy. Hey man, what's
Okay.
wrong with you?
So before you actually get all the way over to him, who's in front?
Not me.
I guess I will be.
You walk smack dab into something like hard and like you run into it pretty hard and like bonk your head and kind of recoil backwards.
Son of
But
a bitch! Goddamn
and
invisible wall here.
Silas and Porkins, from your perspective, you just see Larry just kind of like recoil backwards at there's nothing, like absolutely nothing in the air. It's completely
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Larry, quit fucking playing around.
I don't know, man. I ain't miming shit. There's some sort of invisible force right here to get by. It's like a damn wall or something.
Can I
Larry,
take a
you're
swing
full
at
of
it with my
shit.
brass knuckles?
No, fuck that. You come up. You come here. You walk into it.
Would that inquire a roll, or would he just punch it?
I think you can just punch it.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, I reel back and I just haul off and swing my fist forward.
And just whiff through the air.
Yeah, you strike something firm and you can kind of feel like vibrations radiating up your arm, kind of like if you hit a foul tip off the end of a baseball bat and it's like, ringing through your arm, your whole arm goes numb.
Son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch. I told you there was something there.
Okay, there's something there, but what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Are
Feels
you,
like
are
some
you
sort of
guys
force field.
fucking
or
with
something.
me? What?
We ain't fucking with you. Get up there and touch it.
It also made absolutely no sound whenever you hit it too. Like you just like punch forward, you felt it, but it didn't make a sound.
It hurts like a motherfucker. Larry, does it look like my arm's out of socket? Ooh.
No, man. But you sure as shit look like you took a good shake.
I can't see where the fuck the socket
Belly's
is on
still
that thing,
waving.
frankly.
Shit.
It's like the upper arm connects directly to your neck. There's no shoulder.
It's
Man,
under
enough
that
of your
first
fucking
fat roll.
nonsense. Get up there and touch it. I'm telling you, there's something there.
There ain't nothing, and then I bump into it.
Yeah, you you go to like walk through it and you sort of recoil back too. And the guy who was miming earlier is still on the ground, but he's right in front of you. But between you and him is this apparent invisible wall.
So how the fuck do we get through this thing? Hey, can you hear us?
Is it just seem like the invisible walls like directly around this guy?
You only know the part that you just bumped into.
I'm gonna like put my hand on it and see where exactly all this invisible wall is.
It feels weirdly warm to the touch. And you sort of feel along the sides and there is an edge close to the curb.
Larry,
Okay.
watch what you're doing.
Can I like go around the edge? Is it still like
Yeah, and there's another invisible wall at a direct 90-degree angle to it.
okay? So it's like he's inside of a box.
Yeah,
All right,
basically.
I want to investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Fuck, my rolls are just the worst.
What'd you get?
4. So I'm once again just misreading the situation. I'm gonna fucking level up soon, though.
Yeah, your synopsis is like whatever. It's some sort of street magician, probably for YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, fucking plexiglass wall. Let's go, man.
Well, that ain't goddamn plexiglass. I'm telling you, there's something there, but it ain't there.
I'm gonna investigate a mystery now.
You ain't all there, Porkins.
Roll, get an 11.
Holy shit.
Damn.
So is that a forward? Does he get a forward for that?
What was he doing? Investigate a mystery?
Yeah, he got an 11.
I have the book for all the moves open here. So on Investigate a Mystery, on a 10 plus, hold 2, one hold can be spent to ask the keeper one of the following questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here? So since there's no creature here, I think
All right, so
like
immediately
what sort of creature
happened?
is it? What can it do? Doesn't really make sense. But
So what happened is
Quick question. Where are the basic moves?
They're
they
next to
are
charm and cool and sharp.
Yeah, it's in the in the guidebook.
Okay, so not
page 101.
here. I'll paste it in the Discord chat.
101 to 106.
Thank you.
Is where
I
the
just wanna
basic
look at it.
moves are listed.
Thanks.
So yeah, you get to ask two questions.
All right, so first I want to ask what happened here.
Okay, so what happened here is that this guy is a mime, and it appears that his walls are real.
Okay, so this guy is a mime and real.
Yeah, like they are completely 100% real.
Okay, so they're actual telekinetic walls.
Yes.
I think your other question that might be the most specifically useful for this is what's being concealed here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So what's being concealed?
So there's not really anything concealed. It's exactly as it appears. It's a mime who was miming, for whatever reason, who his walls became real, and there's some sort of magic force that caused that to happen. It doesn't appear to be that it was his desire for this to happen. He's obviously very distraught. He wasn't.
Does he look like he's been here for a significant time?
Yeah, he looks pretty haggard. But everyone in town looks pretty haggard. Like they're all just super worn out, tired. Their eyes are sunken in. That whole thing.
I want to read a bad situation.
Okay.
7.
So that is
That's a partial
pass.
success.
Yeah. In this case, there isn't really anyone that you could bribe to sort of find out what's going on.
So read a bad situation. So you get to ask one question. What's your best way in, best way out? Any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
I guess in that sense, it would be what is does it feel like there's any vulnerability to any of this wall?
Here we go.
Maybe above it, because most mimes only do the forward and back, so it's possible that there could be a hole at the very top. Also, the guy who's inside looks to be pretty short.
I got to cut in on your Shampoo. An amazing $50 donation from Uncle fucking Stormy. Storm Raven.
Hell yeah.
One of the funniest motherfuckers on the internet. Seriously, fucking Storm Raven is amazing. $50 donation, 78% of the goal, $3,900
$3,900
raised to fight fucking cancer.
Fuck
Jesus
you, cancer.
Christ.
Fuck
Thank you
you,
very
Michael.
fucking
Fuck
much.
you, cancer, you
Thank
fucking
you very
dumb,
much, Storm Raven.
stupid idiot.
You
Uncle
white.
Stormy, I fucking love you.
Yeah, that's amazing. You're the best. Now we only need $100 more to make Drew take a shot of moonshine.
Goals, people gotta have them.
It's gonna happen. So what is your Yeah, so he's short. There might be an opening at the top, but the box itself doesn't seem to be any sort of threat because he is completely. So it depends on how you feel you need to handle the guy inside the box.
Can I kind of feel like up around like the sides of this invisible wall and see if there's any way like over it?
Yeah. You reach up and you can feel the very top of the box, and like you kind of got like a handhold. Like it doesn't feel like there's a top to it.
Hey, Larry, you think you can climb up over this wall?
Well, hell yeah. How about hell? Let me just go on and get it. I'm gonna climb over the wall.
So now, you are inside the box.
No, don't go in the box. Hoist the guy out.
Well, you got to get in the box to get to the guy. So I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna try to
stand on Porkins' fat neck and reach down in there.
Well, he might be a little far away from where we can do that. He is on his knees too.
Yeah, so I'll do you a favor here. So you get crawled up on the neck, and you're reaching down, trying to poke the guy, and you manage to poke him in the back of the head, and he looks up all startled, and he went, huh? "What? How?
There ain't no top here. What the hell you mean how?"
And he just starts laughing, and it starts out as sort of a chuckle, and then it kind of gets hysterical, and he starts crying, and he said, "My teachers always said I forgot the ceiling."
All right. Well, that. I'm sorry, man. Teachers can be harsh.
No,
you want to get out of here? Or?
It's great. Yes, please.
Well, come on, bud. I'm gonna grab him.
This guy's a fucking terrible mime. He just
You're missing the bigger picture here. You're missing the bigger picture here. How are those walls real?
Well, one thing at a time, Porkins. One thing at a time. Let's get him over his wall, and then we'll fuck. He did it. All right, so we pull him out from inside of his box, and go. All right, man. Hey, man, what's your name, man? How'd you get to inside that box right there?
Well, I did. I made it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How the hell did you make that box?
I just threw in another $25 toward getting Drew to drink that moonshine, so we are now $75 away from $4,000.
You know what?
Let's have it, baby. Light it up.
You know what? I think I need to make another donation.
Ride the road to moonshine right now.
Yeah, moonshine time. Well, maybe not quite yet, but I'm gonna put a dent in it. So once I get to the site,
I don't know how some bitch got inside this box.
I don't want to talk about how we got inside the box. I want to talk about how there is a box.
That's my point.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Larry?
I really wish I could tell you. I don't even know. I don't know how I made the box. I've only been a mime for 6 months, dude.
I mean, you're a damn mime. All you do is fake do shit. I mean, you don't really make it.
I haven't been a mime for that long. I don't know how this stuff works. My last job wasn't nearly this stressful, and you wouldn't even believe what my last job was.
What was it? Damn sanitary commission.
I was a hitman.
Oh, hitman shit, that's
with
easy
another
job.
$5 donation. We're $70 away from moonshine and $4,000 for the cure.
Hitman, that's an easy job. Shit, we kill things all the time.
Chat, you gotta fucking light it up, man. Let's get Drew some moonshine, baby.
The mime is talking because he's a bad mime, Bill.
He's the Bill Sutton of mimes.
We've just established that he's a bad mime.
He forgot the ceiling. Come on now.
He forgot the ceiling. What kind of suspension of disbelief is he expecting? So he says that his name's Harlow and he used to be an assassin. and now he's a mime.
Harlow, the professional.
Yes.
Had the easy job.
So anything else you guys want to do with Harlow here? He says that he was an assassin.
All right,
And-
so he's an
and he
assassin.
just made-
Who the hell did you kill?
Oh, I killed all sorts of people. Diplomats, citizens, civilians.
Old women, I just love killing.
Who the fuck transitions from assassin to mime?
That does seem like a rather odd transition.